Hey guys, Dakara here, welcome back to my channel. Today we are on the Expanse Season 2, Episode 2. I'm feeling good today. I'm feeling really good. I am another £5 down, so for those that don't know, I'm on a bit of a health kick journey now, because I feel like I really let myself go these past few years. And it's going well, so it feels good. It feels really good. I have a great cup of coffee, which I'm looking forward to because I've heavily cut back, and great TV ahead of me. So yeah, it's a win-win in my opinion. So without further ado, let's roll the intro and get lost in space for a bit. Here we go.
Well, what was on Phoebe that Mars didn't want us to find?
We'll never know now, will we?
Sir, we precipitated this by sending a ship to Phoebe in the first place.
That's so cool.
Are vital to their terraforming efforts. If we threaten to shut them down,
Trade embargo.
fall from the sky.
Sir, if I may.
So Christian has initiated this.
I will not support this escalation.
It's the case, Admiral. I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask
No
you.
need to pretend this is a request, sir. I step down as fleet commander.
Do you know what? Fair play to him. He was passionate about it. He really didn't want to go ahead, so he steps down. But why would Christian initiate that? Is it so that she can then go to him later and say, I'm with you, I didn't want anything of this to happen, even though she forwarded the info on? Actually stunning. I feel like I want to listen to the just the titles a few more times. I mean on repeat. Obviously I'll be watching them all.
Shall I meet them on the dock with guns?
We'll start with conversation.
Prepare for docking clamp capture.
I was just thinking that, is he gonna fall? And he did. Unlucky Miller.
God, I hate space.
But it's so cool though.
We were on Eros. We barely got out alive.
Julie died for the belt. She believed everything you guys say you're fighting for. Don't waste it.
Oh, he is good, isn't he? He comes across like an asshole a lot of the time, like really blunt, but it's just passion. He is good at, what's the word? Like, I want to say convincing, but he doesn't really need to.
I think we should check in on them once they get settled. You do that. It'd be a shame they get stuck in group housing with some shitty job, right?
Yeah, that'd be a real shame.
We could have filled the Roci with people, but we didn't.
Well, it's playing on his mind, that.
I mean, doing nothing is just as bad as doing the wrong thing.
His aim is gone.
That we only help. I'm sorry, darling. I think that's Ted's taken.
Look, Ope said he'd buy me drinks if I sit here and listen to you.
Of course he did. Poor Alex.
I'm scared shitless. Feeling guilty as hell. I'm talking about all of you being caught up in this.
Alex wants to do something. Amos doesn't do anything he doesn't want to.
Also true.
I ran with some bad people once. I said never again. But this time it's different.
Are you scared?
Are you scared? I like how raw they can be with each other. They're not hiding their thoughts and emotions.
I asked if you were a couple once.
What did he say?
He said he'd be okay throwing me into space without my helmet, but that you wouldn't like it.
It's like a brother. We look out for each other.
You sure he's clear on that?
Pretty sure?
Pretty sure? I'm pretty sure he's not.
I need 50 people with combat experience. They'll get top hazard pay and first dibs on the new equipment contracts.
Time somebody else get a go at the tit.
What did he just say?
Go on, Koyo. Keep licking the otter's hand.
Maybe it's time.
Real Belter took what should be ours, like Anderson Dawes on series.
He's eyeing up the gun.
Our time!
What happened on Eros? It wasn't a plague. We're going after those who kill Eros. Tell that to your factions.
There is no way he's just done that.
Send your best.
They all just stood and watched in shock as well. Shame he made the big speech and then he just got chucked out.
Fred's trying to land 50 pissed off pelters. Somebody's got to keep these idiots from shooting each other. Oh, I ain't sitting this one out.
It's like he's got nothing to lose now as well, so he's just like, fuck it. Again, it's that lack of fear. He has no fear.
We'll be waiting for you when you get back.
Son of a bitch! God damn it!
Guess he failed again. Oh, here we go.
You and Tana with a line. You're not as invisible as you think you
I'm
are.
not undercover at all.
Enjoy your drink.
Sit.
Is that in order?
If that'll make you sit your ass down, yes. Please.
I think she's great.
Solar system is in tatters because of people like you and Aaron Wright. You, Madame Undersecretary, may be the worst person I have ever met.
How dare you? But also fair play. For speaking your truth.
Colonel Johnson wasn't told that they'd surrendered. If he knew, he would have never called that strike in.
Why wasn't he told?
Because the powers that be wanted to send a message to the Belt.
Oh.
He was a hero to Earth and despised everywhere else, all based on a lie. But you know what? He never said a word. Didn't even try to clear his name. Just walked away.
Interesting.
I know that he's an honorable man who held on to his soul.
That's crazy. You said that was... I was going to say that as well. Makes him honorable. He heard all that?
I want to talk to Fred Johnson.
That is treason, isn't it?
It certainly is.
Okay. Things are heating up.
Holden, you copy?
I copy.
So far, so good.
Wait, where is Fred?
Your team ready? It's getting to be that time.
Roger that.
So this is the real deal now. This is what he's been training for.
The station shouldn't vent any air, but keep your helmets on anyway, in case.
Oh, he's so far out of his comfort zone here.
It's a go signal, for the assault.
That will explode and turn into a door.
Air is in the tank. Rocinante is ready to roll.
Oh, God.
Rocinante, we are a go.
Alex, make us look like something that got dropped. You got it, Haas.
Oh, God, I'd be sick. I would definitely be sick. Oh, God.
Last time I saw you, you were stealing sewer water from the Griegas.
Oh, yeah, that's him. I didn't recognize him.
Did they just cut us loose?
Do you remember when I said he had no fear? Yeah, I'm seeing fear right now.
Pampa, I keep an eye on you, old man.
Oh, God.
Heat her up!
Heads up! We got a bogey on the far side of the ring.
Something real bad is gonna go down. I'm so nervous.
I can patch that.
Stay pump! One hard maneuver and you're done!
We don't get that thruster back and we're all done!
I'm going.
Oh, God, is he gonna be alright? Oh my God, they're in those. They're inside those.
I'm gonna have to clear the station to fire the PDT.
Do it!
Roger!
Wait, but where's Amos right now? What? Oh, thank God.
Oh, what the hell was that? Sorry, partner, that was us getting our ass kicked. We gotta move out! Hard bird, now!
We do that and Amos is dead!
Is he going to make the decision to leave Amos? I can't believe Miller's doing this. I really can't believe he's doing it.
Give me a second! They're secure! Alex, move! About fucking time!
Oh my God, Amos. It's a good job you've got them arms, my guy. And them boots. Oh.
Surprise, assholes!
Surprise, assholes. Some fries, mother trucker.
Nice work, Alex! Well done! Woo!
Amos, you good, my guy? Amos?
Oi, Bumper. Look like nobody home, maybe.
You okay? There's a Joe around.
Invincible me!
Oh, he's gonna die, isn't he?
Miller was on the other pod. He made it.
Oh, he didn't make it. I have a question though. They got on there through the pod. How the hell do they get off? Does Holden come and pick them up? Oh god, is it the virus?
Alright, everybody on the floor. Show me some hands! Now!
The heck? Oh god, they're losing their minds.
Yoga! Get this guy out here. I need these scientists alive, guys!
They got one.
Everybody stay here. Nobody move.
Follow where the leads are going. Some kind of server room. Maybe. Looks kind of server-like to me. Who's this guy?
Turn it off, dirtbag.
Now's the time for all good men to come to the aid of their species.
Wait, is he the guy that was looking for Julie?
Have we met?
Is that him or does it just look similar?
You infected a station full of
They're
belters.
infected! Just save us all!
What? I'm confusion.
We made a discovery on Phoebe.
An extrasolar life form.
Protomolecule is proof that we're not alone in the universe. We become our own gods. Imagine.
But they wouldn't be. It would be the alien.
Protomolecule wasn't sent here by accident. Earth was its target. It was sent to hijack life on our planet for its own ends. You can't save Eros.
What about Eros?
The data will erase itself if anyone other than me tries to decrypt it.
Sure. That's to keep him alive.
So we have an understanding.
You're gonna need complete access to the data, as well as the names of everyone responsible for setting this in motion.
Done.
Miller! No way. So that just happened. Miller took everything into his own hands there, made the decision for them. Like, Fred Johnson was going to say, okay then, we'll continue this work as long as I can follow the data and I have somewhat control over what actually happens and how far this goes. And Miller was like, nah. I think it's because he saw what it did to Julie for a start, but he knows something as powerful as this, you can't control it. And yes, these scientists may understand a lot more than what they do and enjoy to experiment and see the perks and the negatives and just, yeah, understanding the data that's coming their way. But in Miller's eyes, it's, if I put a stop to this now, then this alien life form can't just take over human life, which I'm guessing, he believes will inevitably happen. Fred didn't retaliate to Miller there either. He was just sort of in shock and was like, okay, well, I didn't give you that order and I don't really know who you are, but you've just killed the scientist who apparently is the only one that can, what did he say? Like, basically control this experiment. So I guess my fear now is if he was telling the truth and that wasn't just a way of him trying to stay alive, then they're gonna somehow have to get new scientists on board to figure out the guy that was shot, his notes and his findings on all of this. And hopefully the scientists that Fred Johnson hires, if this, again, it's all ifs, but if that's what happens, then he then will have control to, yeah, kind of stop it in its tracks, because we know that Julie's dad is one of the main people behind pushing this virus and this being, this alien form further. How he thought that was going to save everyone, I don't know. I don't buy it right now. I can't blame the guys for wanting to find out the reasonings behind the losses that have occurred due to the protection of this alien life form. And the question now is, when they return to their posts, how do you proceed from that? Oh yeah, sorry, we actually killed your lead scientist. We have information that we don't understand, but we'll probably keep that bit out of it. And we have a huge weapon in our hands now. And if you want it, you're going to have to come and take it. Like, I don't know. Plus, we know that the Earthers have, or the UN have, semi-control over the decision making when it comes to this alien farm as well. So are they going to have some, and then Fred Johnson and his team are going to have some, and then they're all going to clash? There's so much going on though now. This episode was brilliant. I think that seeing Christian out of office and just at a bar and trying to gain information whilst committing treason is just a little wild to me. But again, I think she's at that point in her life where she's like, it's now or never, and I want to do what's right rather than, you know, looking out for herself and surviving. But she does have a family, so it's still risky what she's doing. And I know her family are safe, like she sent them away. But still, like, they would still have to suffer the loss of, you know, wife, mother, etc. So I'm still a little bit nervous for her safety. When we talk about our crew that was on the Rocinante, first I hope that Amos is okay. He seemed okay when he entered the ship again. He is again willing to do whatever to survive, and he knows what he's got to do. I thought it was a little ropes for a second there, but Naomi saying, no, we've got to look after Amos, and that pan to Holden's face, I saw a slight bit of doubt there. I was like, is he going to make the order to just go? And then Amos is kind of screwed, but he didn't, which was nice. There's still that triangle formed, and props to Holden for airing it as well. He just asked Naomi, okay, but what's the deal with you and Amos, because he once threatened me, and there's obviously something going on between him and Naomi right now. So yeah, kudos for having the guts to just air that and get it out there. And in Naomi's mind, she believes that Amos understands it's, you know, a brotherly relationship. I'm not so sure about that. Holden isn't so sure about that. And I'd like to know more from Amos's side now, because he's still a little bit of a mystery. He seems to have black outrages. He seems to have a strong connection with Naomi, where Naomi can just sort of touch his arm or say something to him and he's just sucked back to reality. And we know that he's loyal. He is a loyal guy. But yeah, there's so much more that I want to know about him. I mean, all of the team really is very like slow and steady when it comes to, you know, the history of the characters and getting to know them a little bit more, especially in episodes like this that are very full on when it comes to the action and the like the plot development of the main arc, which is getting to this ship, finding out what's on it, and then hopefully putting a stop to it. But that was going to take a whole nother path, and then Miller just shut it down. So I don't know what's going to happen to Miller now. I don't know how Fred Johnson's going to feel about him. And I've got a feeling that Holden is going to back Miller. because they do seem to have formed a friendship, which then might end up going against Fred Johnson, and then it being a little tense there. One key thing I did really like about this one was when Christian was talking to, what's the guy's name who stepped down? But when she was talking to him, he was so passionate about Fred Johnson's story, and she was confused as to why he backed him. And it turns out that he was betrayed by the Earthers, but then gassed him up to be like, you're a hero. But then that isn't what happened at all. He said nothing. Everyone hated him bar Earth, and he's got this reputation that he never asked for and he never meant to get, because he wouldn't have called on that strike if he thought there was going to be casualties like that. So we get to see that different side of Fred Johnson. So when we were first introduced, it was like he was this bad guy. He was just a careless killer that makes orders and doesn't really care for the consequence of it if it means that he's going to be ahead. That's not what happened. He thought he was doing one thing, and in reality, he was doing something very, very different. And one thing that I took from it was that he didn't lash out. He didn't say, you know, how dare you betray me this way? You've made me out to be a killer. Nothing like that. He silently took the medal and cracked on, knowing full well in his head that he would never have done that. And I think those that are closest to him knows what he would have done and what he's capable of, and the truth basically. And he switched sides, but if anything, it just, you can't doubt his honor. And even when he had that conversation about sending the pods in, he knows what he's doing. A lot of the time he knows what he's doing, and he threw that belter off that plane. So some of it to me is like, I wonder if he's fed into this narrative that people believe him to be, but whilst trying to stay loyal to himself. So he's like, if people want to think X, Y, and Z about me, let them think that. But as long as I stay on track and I do the right thing. And I think that, again, that's why he stood staring at Miller in just pure shock. He could have flipped out and just killed Miller there and then, and he didn't. He's not, I don't think he's an aggressive man. Like, even when he threw the belter off the ship, it looked like he was sad to do that in a way. Sort of, he didn't get enjoyment from it. It's more like, this is what I have to do to survive and to move forward. It's not what I want to do, but there are losses in war, and it's yeah, I guess he was one of the losses. Just to get those belters on board. What's sad is that a whole pod was destroyed in that whole process. And yes, Miller was on the other pod, but Miller could have easily been on the pod that got blew up. Again, I still hope that I'm following this as I should be following it. And let me know if you spot any confusion from me and put me right and get me back on track. But again, this episode completely sucked me in. The music, the direction, the acting, I don't even know. I just completely glued. I mean, I just love the concept, to be fair. Like, even when Holden's cup was floating around, like those little things, I really appreciate watching those and trying to wrap my head around what it would be like in there. Like, Miller throwing up that would be me 100%. I wouldn't be good in those situations, but it's nice that we see those different reactions from people. So those that are used to being on ships, you know, were hyped from it, like unfazed. And then you've got someone like Miller who has never been into space. You know, he stays on series, and that's it. He just works. So this is all new territory for him. So yeah, his body reacted in that way, and we know that he's a very strong guy. He can deal with a lot of crap, like radiation poisoning and fighting in battle and having people betray him, losing loved ones, etc. But throw him on a ship and then he's scared, then you see that fear. It's that being outside of your comfort zone, and it's nice seeing the different personality traits within these characters and how it affects their bodies differently as well. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. I hope you guys enjoyed my reaction. I enjoyed this episode muchly, so hopefully you did. If you did, give it a like. Lets me know that you enjoyed it. Maybe subscribe if you could be so kind, but as always, there's no pressure here. Oh, I'd just love to have you. A massive shout out to all my patrons. Special one to those in the Marco Jane tier, keeping the content alive. Thank you so much for all that you do. And I hope you're enjoying it. I really do. Until next time though, goodbye for now. Before we completely sign off, let's quickly take a comment from the Dat Pack. And today I've chosen the lovely Polly. And Polly says, yay, back to the Expanse. That was a great reaction and I liked your outro very much. Well, thank you, Polly. It's great to see a new viewer's first impressions of various characters, and you're observant and a good judge of character. I'll take that as a compliment, thank you so much. One thing this show is very good at is leading us up what looks like a familiar path and then taking a sharp turn into something unexpected. You mean like in this episode, when Miller just lifts his gun and shoots the scientist? I'm still in shock from it. So yeah, I thought what was going to happen there was Fred Johnson was going to take control and say, okay then, you work for me now. You give me the data. You continue this, and then I have some control over the situation. We can make sure that this doesn't get into the wrong hands, etc. Miller's like, nah, no you're not. Boom. Shoots him dead. So yeah, I think I know where you're coming from when you say about the sharp turns, but I hope you're enjoying the reactions, and I'm excited for the sharp turns that are coming my way, I've got to say. Right, I will leave it there. Thank you so much for your comment and for watching as always, and don't forget, if you would like to see one of your comments, guys, at the end of these videos, don't forget to leave them in the comment section below and maybe yours will be next. But until next time, goodbye for now.